This morning, Carl and Debbie are very excited because I have brought them a special treat. A piece of pizza and a tortilla. I'm kidding. Look behind you right there. There comes Wanda. So Jamie has some friends over, and the boys wanted to come by and see Carl. And I brought them out this morning, and it was cute because it's a cold morning, but these two didn't wear jackets. How come you guys didn't wear jackets? Are you crazy?
No.
Well, you know, you can't walk out in the pasture of animals like Carl when you're dressed like a pizza and a tortilla, because our animals eat stuff like that. And they're going to think that y'all are going to be some snacks. Look behind you over there. She's dancing for you. See her pretty wings? Can y'all do that with your wings? Try to. Try to act like her. Use your tortilla. Use your tortilla wings and try to... Is that the best you got? How about you, pizza man? Can you do it? Pizza boy, do it. Just try. Look, Gracie has come to see what you guys... Gracie likes pizza. And she likes tortillas as well. I'm glad our pig's not over here. Listen, I am glad our pigs are not here, because if they were, y'all would be dead meat. You know that, right? I'm kidding with you guys. Relax. If y'all have noticed here behind the fellas, look who has shown up. What are y'all's names? What's your name?
Brendan.
Brendan?
Bryce.
And Bryce. Okay, so Brendan and Bryce, you guys have a turkey behind you who's wondering what the heck you guys are up to. What are y'all dressed like? They've never seen such... He's never seen such a crazy outfit in his life as a pizza and a tortilla. What he's used to is a guy who wears camouflage overalls and Crocs. That's what he's more familiar with. I believe he might be about to take a bite of you, Bryce. Don't worry, you just look delicious. That big old pepperoni. Carl wants a bite too. You guys are not scared dressed like that? You come to a farm dressed like a tortilla and a pepperoni, and it's not going to be pretty. See, I'm warning you, man. You look like a tortilla. So Bryce wants to know, why is the turkey following him? Bryce, I don't know, but you might want to run. Just go ahead and run, Bryce. Run. Just run, Bryce. If you run, Bryce, if you run, you'll be safe. Run, Bryce. Follow me and run. Come on, Brandon. Follow me, both of y'all. Keep running. Keep running. He's right behind you. Keep running. Have y'all ever thought about what might be the worst farm chore here at the sanctuary? I mean, we do a lot of stuff. You've seen us in our videos and all the things that we have to do around here on a pretty regular basis. But have you ever stopped to think, just for a minute, about, I wonder what the hardest or the worst farm chore they have to do is? Today I'm going to tell you. I'm going to actually show you. So y'all join me and let me take you on a little adventure, a dirty job, but somebody has to do it. You know, mucking stalls really is the worst job on the entire farm. Now, for the most part, we don't leave our horses inside enough to make the stalls dirty. But they still have to be mucked every so often. And so we used to do it once a week. We learned that if we let our horses come in, eat, and go right back out, we could do it about once a month. And that's where we're at right now. So even though I'm mucking the stalls, there's not a whole lot of dirt and feces and stuff that I'm having to clean up. Mostly just, you can see the muck is kind of wet from where the rain blew in. And when the rain blows in and the pine shavings get wet, they can begin to kind of smell bad. So once a month or so, hey Beth, we have to do this, and I hate this job. I actually told Jamie that I wouldn't mind hiring somebody. Move, baby. Sweet girl, you know, work is hard enough as it is. Work in a barn, mucking stalls is hard enough as it is. Beth, sweetie, could you find somewhere else to play? Could you find somewhere else to go play? Just like a goat. I love her. But she can sure get in the way. Your horses don't want to be stalled. They don't want to, guys. No one's horse wants to be contained to a stall. So what we do feel though is that it's better for our horses to come in and eat in a stall, and that helps them not be so prone to pick on each other, because horses, especially when they run with cows and donkeys, can get on a high horse and are pretty bad about, some will try to take over everything, all the troughs. So what we've done now is we bring our horses in most evenings just for feed time, and we literally hang out here in the barn doing other chores while they eat. And as soon as they take that last bite and begin to look around, we take the halter and we take them right on out, and that keeps our stalls a whole lot cleaner. So now you're probably asking yourself, so Lester, what do y'all do with all of that stuff when you come out of the barn? Well, there's two things that we do. I'm going to show you both of them right now. Okay, so you do have options. Since this stuff is pine bark, it does burn. And since we don't let it get very wet, it'll burn fine. It may smoke a little bit, but it does burn. So you can make yourself a burn pile if you choose to. Just ignore that. Those are called farm hands, my friends. Yeah, these are called farm hands. So we do have a burn pile that we can burn this kind of stuff. We don't like to burn it because we do have other uses for it. Before I show you what we're doing over here, let me show you what we have out back. We normally make ourselves a compost pile, and we can use this compost pile for all kinds of things that we do around here. Jake actually built this compost pile from all of the loose hay that he raked up here in the little corral area. But what I'm going to do with a lot of this pine bark and pine shavings, did I say pine bark? Pine shavings. Guys, we're having a hard time getting grass to grow in this area. Now, you all know that through all the construction in this area with the trucks that came in and the barns being built and all the lumber deliveries, this place it was like a desert there for a while. We are slowly getting grass to grow back. But today we're planting grass seed. It's warm enough, and I don't think we're going to get any more, really extreme weather as far as cold goes. We're here in the first week of March. So what we're going to do, Jake's working with hay over here. We're actually planting grass seed today. Jake went by in the barn over here, the corral over here by the Littles barn, and he planted the seed, and now he's going by with some of the old hay and he's going to spread it on top. The reason that he's doing that, are you making a video of what you're doing? Okay, so I'm not going to talk a whole lot about it. If you want to know what Jake's doing, you have to watch his video. But there's a process, there's a method to this madness, and you can learn that from watching Jake's video. Over here, we're going to do the same thing, except we're going to be using some pine shavings. So we're going to come by with the seed spreader, and we're going to spread all of that grass seed through all of this dirt area. And that's going to extend all through here. Grass is slowly catching on and making its way, but we're going to go ahead and throw out that seed, and I'm going to put a real light covering of these pine shavings on top. I'm going to do that for a couple of reasons. Number one, so the wind can't blow them around. Number two, so the ducks and geese and chickens won't come by and be able to find them and peck them up so easily. And I'm hoping that if it rains, the rain won't wash them around as well. They'll kind of be set there on the ground long enough to germinate. And once their roots can get a hold, I think that we'll be okay. Over time, this stuff will continue to decompose, and that grass will grow right up through it. My God, I hope that you guys don't judge me from this. You know what I think that you should do? I would hope that you would judge me harder if I had soft, pretty hands. I would hope that anybody who is a hand kind of person can judge a man by his hands based on what his profession is. And how would that look for me if I had really soft, pretty, well-manicured hands? Yeah, this just doesn't go. It doesn't go. Anywho, that's what I'm doing with our muck today. Now, obviously, if our muck was dirty, if it was like really nastied up, and we've had times when our horses have been inside for a couple of days in a row because of just horrible weather, where I would never want that muck to be put over here. That kind of muck would go straight to the muck pile out back to be used for, composting. But since our muck sounds like a dirty word, But since our muck is fairly clean and fairly dry, I have no problems with us spreading it across the ground here, kind of raking it across nice and smooth, and letting it help us help that grass to grow. This is funny. I let the horses run free a lot more than Jimmy would like me to. No, I've already mucked there. Don't tell me. Oh, no. Real funny, Dan. Real funny. So I was going to tell you that we normally spread a bag and a half after I clean up in here. We normally spread a bag and a half of fresh pine bark, pine shavings in each stall. Obviously, I will not be spreading those shavings right now. Now, this kind of muck will not go into the front pastures. This will stay right here in our corral. Beth, that's the problem right there. That's not food. That's grass seed. Oh my goodness. It's not funny, Dan. It's not funny. And it's not funny.